Do you know the origin of why they are calling it the shadow?
I do actually.
What is it?
Got a little history lesson here. Okay, so this post showed up, so Lance Sherhart's the guy that made the system.
Yep.
Awesome guy and very smart, very intelligent guy. He put a lot of thought into this, and he has posted updates since. He's tweaked it a little. I still use like the original version of it, and it does pretty good for me, I think. So, so it was originally called the Shadow System. So he posted on the Art of Memory forum back in 2014,
right.
And this is the post. Me and like Alex Mullen and John Graham and a few other guys. It's a complicated post, but it's like I think I had to read it 20 or 30 times before it made sense. But then once it clicked, because I had people just keep reading it. The Shadow System's worth it. You got to understand anyway. So it clicked, and originally it was called the Shadow System because we didn't have that the two block system that's part of it. So like when I have one image for two pairs of cards, that wasn't part of it originally. What Lance did was he designed all of the card pairs. I don't know if it was all the black first ones or red. I don't quite know. So he had the corresponding colors lined up still. But what he did was he did all his original 1352, I think, 1352 images for the card system. And then he did another 1352, not using the same phonetics though. They were what he called shadow images. So they were just opposites of everything. So that way he didn't have to, so that way he wouldn't confuse, because it's either your options are what? Like come up with brand new phonetics for another 1352 images, which is, it's already hard to do for the first set, right?
Right.
Other option is you create another set of images that are identical, exact same phonetics, and then you'd have to know which is, that can get confusing. And then his option was, I guess the grand solution was doing what we do now, is just using one image for two pairs of cards, coming up with a way to know which is which we have. But that option, I don't think he knew, maybe didn't know of at the time. So he created shadow images for for the image he used that spelled ketchup, which would be either double club or double diamond. So that's the K, 7, and then a 6 and a 9 on each card. The shadow version of that card would be mustard, and it didn't spell mustard or anything, but he would know because it's based on the suit combination. Oh, that's the shadow version of the image ketchup, so I know it's mustard. So he had shadows originally for all the images, and then I think, and I could be getting my history wrong, but I think Alex was the one who took this, and then Johannes Malo, who I mentioned earlier, he had his own 2-card system, which he still uses. And I think he was kind of the first guy that did what we do, where he's like, well, he just decided, I'm just going to do half the work and then, have one image for 2 pairs of cards and have a way to do it. So he took that idea from Johannes, applied it to Lance's system, still calls the shadow system, even though the name doesn't really apply anymore because there's no shadows in it. But the name sounds cool, and it kind of just stuck. And everybody knows, it's been 7 years since that original post, and everyone kind of just knows what you mean when you say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's why they call it the shadow system.